Greetings YouTube, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be one of the more vulnerable videos I have shot, not just this year, but probably ever on my YouTube channel. Most viewers of this channel know me as somebody that reviews or talks about, produces videos on the mobile game Marvel Contest of Champions, otherwise referred to on this channel often as the Marvel Casino of Champions, as it gives you the same kind of RNG highs and lows and dopamine in your brain that a slot machine would at a casino. Only this one is sponsored by Marvel Studios, specifically by Kabam, who makes the game. This video is not about that though, because my channel, which I never wake up and actually believe this is true. I always just kind of dismiss it, like 61,000 subs, I'm sure a lot of those are bots. Or, I'll meet people who ask me about my YouTube channel. They're like, oh, I'll subscribe to you. They don't play the game, right? They're never going to watch a single one of my videos. They're technically a subscriber, but that doesn't mean that there's a chance that they're actually going to ever consume content. And that's okay. But subscriber count is as deceiving as it gets. A lot of you, though, have stayed with me for years. And I have changed my channel a ton in the last 5 years. But I didn't start making YouTube videos 5 years ago. I started making YouTube videos 10 years ago. I didn't have 61,000 subscribers because I didn't have 61 subscribers. I don't even know if I had 6 subscribers. Do you know how hard it is to get a video to 10 views when you don't have any subscribers? Like, it's really tough to get, because I feel like how many ever subscribers you get, you're lucky to get 10% of those views in a video. So, like, I've got 61,000 subscribers. I am really lucky to get 6,000 views in a video. Most of my videos don't come close to that. So, I say that to say, when you're starting out, usually you're just praying that one person out there likes your video. But a lot of times you upload a video and it's public, and no one likes and no one dislikes it, because it's like you're invisible. You don't exist. You just basically exist for yourself. It's like a private blog, even though technically it's public. That was my channel for years. When I go to videos on this channel, I'm about to show you what I mean. We're going to go to date added oldest. 10 years ago, I was just this kid on YouTube. And I can't believe that actually has over 1,000 views. That's crazy. Looking into a camera, reviewing Oreos. I weighed a lot less. I had a lot more hair. And, now, the older you get, it's not just that you lose your hair, but the hair you do get turns like this depressing shade of gray. That's my life. But my first YouTube video, very first one, was 10 years ago. A legend was born, somebody commented. That's very kind of you. And let's just hopefully keep this. I always get very nervous. I've only attempted to play even my own YouTube videos seldomly, because YouTube, for understandable copyright reasons, doesn't want you to actually, copyright somebody else's video, which is why I only choose to commentate videos that are the original files. This is a YouTube video, but I technically own it. This is me when I was like 20 years old. I look like I'm 12. I think I look like I've aged 30 years since this video was shot. But all I was doing, and I'm turning down the sound just so you don't have to hear it, with my Missouri Tigers shirt on a couch, was reviewing, in this case, a new fudge cream Oreo product. I don't know how this video has 1,000 views. I just learned that upon critiquing this. But early on, my goal was just to have a 50% like to 50% dislike ratio. There were several videos, I was convinced that there were a couple people out there that were only subscribed to my channel because instantly, within like 3 seconds of a video being published, I get like 2 dislikes. So I'd have 0 likes and 2 dislikes for a 100% dislike ratio. So I just started praying, please, let's just get to 50%. And when I started in the Marvel Contest of Champions community, I'd get like 4 likes and 3 dislikes. I would freak out if I got up to 10 likes. But those videos that got 10 likes probably got shared more, so they might have 12 dislikes. Now, you might think that that's really discouraging as a content creator to get so many dislikes. But I viewed it as 12 people cared enough about my channel to click something. I actually felt just as much empowerment in a weird way over the dislike button as I did the like button, because somebody liked it or somebody didn't dislike it, but somebody acknowledged that the video existed. If you hit the like button or the dislike button, you are acknowledging that that video exists, which is existential in itself. As I grew and my channel eventually got to 100 subscribers, and then what I thought was crazy impossible, 1,000 subscribers, obviously those numbers would go up in both directions. This community has always been extremely fair in terms of not just, I mean, there was a period there, but everybody goes through this, not just like dislike spiking a video just for the sake of the fact that it exists. Like normally when my dislike ratio would be high, it's because the video was trash. It's because I made a mistake in it. It's because it was just a dumb idea. Like YouTube, you try things, right? And sometimes I thought this is going to be a horrible video, but I'll put it out there and see if anybody likes it. And almost the whole community thought it was like a great video. And I'm sitting there thinking, wow, I could have easily talked to myself into even publishing it. And then sometimes, like especially my early gameplay videos, I would spend 3 hours on a 5-minute video and it would get 85% dislikes. That's what was struggling for me. That's what was depressing, you know? But I don't want you to think that that means I hate the dislike button. I don't. What that meant was that I had to learn what content was going to be worth your time and what wasn't. And without the dislike button, I would not have learned that. So now, for the first time this week, at least on my channel, I'm starting to ask around, and other people are seeing the same thing. You can hit the dislike button, but it's hidden from viewers' views. I think that's a catch-22, especially for a channel like mine that's grown so much in the past 5 years. Yes, I can still see the ratio privately, but I do think also sometimes my videos have done well because if there was a dislike spike, people would be like, oh man, I don't think this video is that bad, and they'd share it with their friends, and then they would hit the like button to cancel it out, or even if they didn't, they just get more views. So you lose that traffic. But also, I think most importantly, if somebody hates me or hates one of my videos, they're going to move that hate from the dislike button to the comment section, which is going to be a lot more toxic and, dare I say, have a negative influence on my mental health than if they just hit the dislike button. And I've already seen that a little bit on other channels. Knock on wood, not as much on my channel, but I'm sure there'll be a period where that probably happens. I am still so new to this YouTube thing. I mean, I went to school to work for National Public Radio originally, which I did for a couple years. I don't pretend like I've got a face for TV, or, you know, somebody once said, Prof, you've got a face for newspaper and a voice, no, a face for radio and a voice for newspaper. Now that is a self-esteem hit. But regardless, I've come to really respect the purpose of it. And I get why YouTube is now hiding it. But I think that it's not all just automatically a positive thing. And I don't think my channel would be where it is today without the honest feedback from so many subscribers who have held me accountable for videos that were terrible or mistakes that I made. And as a human being and a content creator, I always want to grow. And so I appreciate the honest feedback, you know? And so it's this week where I just felt compelled to make a different kind of video, where I went back to my very first video, which looks like I'm a hostage, or I'm like holding these fudge cream Oreos hostage in what looks to be like a sketchy Craigslist-like lighting built more for the show Cops than anything else. Remember, my original channel had like 10 subscribers, and I swear it was a combination of Facebook friends that wanted to laugh at me and stoners living in their parents' basement, which is a pretty important demographic, but it's not exactly going to grow the channel. Now, obviously, it's a completely different channel, but these lessons I learned 10 years ago plus are still so important, and I wanted to cover them in this video. Thank you to everybody who's stuck with me. I don't know if I'm going to be on YouTube another 10 years. Sometimes I don't know if I'm going to be on YouTube for another 10 minutes. But I do appreciate all the lessons that I've learned and all of the support that I've been given. I am now 33, and I am a single college professor living in Oklahoma who feels like the majority of people that I interact with on a daily basis are the people on YouTube more than like my friends and my family. And as weird as it may sound to some people, like that community's been more than enough for me to be happy. In fact, I always say, regardless of whether or not I made another penny on YouTube, I just hope to keep the people I've met for the rest of my life in contact with, because that's really what the most value is. Money comes and goes, views come and go, YouTube could come and go, but people, good people, hopefully won't. So thank you for sticking with my channel, for hitting both the like and dislike button on my videos. I've been a better content creator through it all, and I just appreciate you sticking with me, because you have a million things you could watch, and yet you clicked on this video, and that means the world to me.